All right, everybody, we are back with another unboxing, this time a double unboxing featuring KD Collectibles Majin Buu and Majin Vegeta. We might even have a bonus unboxing again, so I guess we could call it a triple unboxing. This should be a lot of fun. So if you guys are ready, let's do this. All right, now jumping straight to it, it looks like we've got our signature artwork that KD Collectibles always includes in their box, and I really love that. It even looks like this release has the corner covers I mentioned before in the previous unboxing, and it looks like they've got the artwork and all of that this time on the outside. In the previous unboxing I did, it was on the inside, so I do want to see if I can take this off without damaging the art, because that would be a shame if I did, and I don't think it should be an issue, but this is what we get off the bat. Let's go ahead and open this up. Okay, so good news, I was able to remove the packaging over there from the top of it with the tape, and it was no issue taking it off. It looks like the art is totally intact, and I went ahead and took off the top styro over there, and this is what we get. It's pretty spacious, actually. I assume that I'm probably going to take out the second layer again and really get to the base, but right off of this first layer, we've got his leg, his face is here. I think this is the blast effect, KD Collectibles stand that has the number of the edition, and I think, let's see what I have on here. Mine is probably 157, so pretty cool. And what else we got? Oh, his legs, arms, couple limbs, and the face. So let's take out the second layer. All right, so I just took out the second layer, and this thing is massive. Check out the base. Oh, I think I always say that the base is massive, but every time I get to the second layer with these things, with these unboxings, I am just in awe of just how big these things actually are. So if you can, let's go ahead and dive in. All right, so for this layer, you've got his massive base. This is what's gonna go on first. His cape, his body. This is a lot. Look at my hand, right? This thing is huge. And it looks like, I think like the, what looks like the accessory to his cape. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't seem to be having any, protective packaging on it. It looks like it was just sitting here, so I guess it's not something they really had to worry about, but it came intact, so not complaining. That's that layer. Let's go ahead and set this up. Guys, this is gonna be hard to believe, but we are done in record time. Check it out. Oh, I'm done. You know, the crazy thing is usually with these things, I imagine maybe 30 minutes or whatnot, but this, well, this was much longer than that because of all the shards. This one was a bit tricky when I did the Vegeta versus Buu, simply because of just how heavy the stuff is. The base is heavy, Buu is heavy, even Vegeta is really heavy, and it's kind of tricky trying to put Buu in his peg there, and also here too, Vegeta. But for this one, super straightforward. I don't know what it is, but I just loved how easy this was to set up. Let's check it out. All right, so here is Fat Majin Buu in all his glory. I wouldn't say glory, but it looks like he's getting killed here. This is incredible. This is the base. Now, surprisingly, I had a tricky time with the base, not necessarily with how heavy it was, but just with this base and also with Buu's body, which is getting it out of the styrofoam. I wanted to make sure that I did it properly and didn't damage anything. Once I found out where to kind of hook my hands into, it did make it easier and surprisingly not as heavy as the last Vegeta Buu base that I just finished doing. So this was a lot easier to manage. It does come with this acrylic. I really like these. And this looks like it's the charger for the light. It did not come with the charger itself, so I guess you kind of just have to find a DC charger, which I think I have plenty over here, so one of those should probably work. You take a look at the sides. You've got the energy blast that's coming from the back. This, when it was packaged, had like this styrofoam cover on it, I guess to kind of cover the edges here. Maybe during shipping it's a little tricky to ship properly, and maybe it's prone to damaging, so they did that. I really liked how KD did that for us. No damages there, and even look at the seams. I don't know if you can tell, but see how the seams here make it look like it's a stitch effect. Plus, it's got like this weathering on here to make it really look like a belt. That's amazing. And that's just like the start of it. I mean, even here on his shirt over here, you've got a few textures. I like the the shade of his pink. It is a bit different from this. I think this Majin Buu here is probably, I don't know. I mean, this is an earlier version, I believe, from KD Collectibles. It's an earlier release, so there are different shades of pink, and I think they work well for the base and character itself, so that's no problem there. I mean, really, you're looking at the sculpt and all that it entails. So if you look here at the belt, it's got little scuff marks. There's actually scuff marks all around. I like how it is different in terms of his glove, right? Look at this. Glossy, a little bit more matte, and then you got textures here on the legs. That's really cool. So a simple base here too. This base in comparison to this base, I had to attach the lettering here. This one, they already came intact. I don't even know if you can remove these. Yeah, I'm not gonna try, but this is it. I wanna go into more details, but we do have a double unboxing, so let's go ahead and unbox Majin Vegeta. Okay, moving right along, we have started our unboxing of Majin Vegeta. This is the artwork that it comes with. It even has this, I'm going to crush you and throw you into the wind. Love that. I love the details that they put into the packaging. This one did come with art prints as well. I went ahead and set them over here. You've got, this is I think the pose that he's really gonna be standing in. And this one as well. Actually, two poses, two prints, which is actually really cool because I know in the other, I know in this Vegeta, oh no, I guess they all do come with two prints. That came with two, I think he came with one. This one just came with the one that I know of, and then even Majin Buu over here came with these two. So that's pretty cool. I love these art prints. Nothing on the back, I don't think, but just love the artwork and the extra mile the studio goes to really make the unboxing experience much more fun. But let's go ahead and open this up, and I went ahead, removed the top styro, and this is what we get. We get not just one, but two poses, one for each art print over there. So this is his blasting pose. I think this is the one that's more accurate to the anime, and I believe, well, I think they're both accurate to the anime, but I think this is actually the one that they're taking from in the shot. And this is where he's facing forward. That's really cool. Legs here, it does look like it comes with a bust, so the top that you're not going to use, you can still display, which is really fun. I went ahead and did that for my Vegeta over there. I can't if you see him. But yeah, and it looks like the rays. So his hands are over here, different hand forms, and you got your collectibles. I think we're going to have to start with the base. So I'm going to take this top layer off and we'll get started. All right, so we went ahead and took the top layer off and exposed the second layer here in the bottom, and it does look like this is our base and a couple of rays over here. It looks like it's pretty straightforward. I'm curious to see how this is gonna face. I guess I'll kind of use the logo that KD usually has on their statues to let me know which way I'm gonna face this. But let's hope this is an easy setup, just like Buu was. But I'm gonna go ahead and put these parts together and see what we got. All right, everybody, fast forward, and we are done with another easy setup. Check it out. We've got Majin Vegeta here. The flames right over here. This is actually a lot bigger than I thought it was gonna be when I pulled it out. Base was actually pretty easy to set up. The only tricky part, I would have to say, putting this thing together, which again, it was very simple, but really just kind of putting the rays in, because they do have some shared rays. If you notice, it comes with a head bust here. So you just have to make sure that if some of your blue rays don't seem to fit on the statue, you're gonna want to check and make sure that maybe it goes to the secondary bust. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward. Also, when I first opened this up, it did come with two hands, and I figured, you know, why are there two hands there? Maybe it's supposed to be backup in case one of them breaks, but apparently one of them has slots for the rays here. So if you want to display the statue without the rays, you use that arm, and if you want it with the rays, you do this one. So let's take a look and a closer look at the statue itself. Oh my goodness. Details, sculpting, even paint job. Look at the striations. Look at this. You've got like this greenish sort of tint, and even like here in his pecs over here, the shading changes. It's hard to just explain how cool this really is unless you see this in person, but I'll try my best. The gloves have a little bit of shading here, texture on the gloves, also texture here on the foot, and this is the body. Check this out. what's really nice here too is you've got like this blue sort of, it's not just a flat blue. Like you can see the depth in the colors. It's a mix of like dark and light, so you can really see the shading on the body itself. The base is fairly simple. Again, this isn't bothered to, you know, for some people, simple bases, you know, doesn't do it. For me, I'm fine with it, you know, as long as the sculpture is really nice. It does have a seam line here. To some people, that's an issue. To me, I'm totally good with it. I mean, even coming from this statue right here, right? you know, Majin Buu has a seam line here. Doesn't bother me at all. Just because, you know, really, I'm looking at the overall effect, and you know, I just like how they really engineered all this together. Let's take a look at the bust here. So this is the bust it comes with. It does come with a stand, so I assume that when you want to switch them out, you can. Although I do think that the legs pose itself probably pairs better with the upper body. But let's take a look at his face here. So this one just has a bit more blood. I forget what scene this is from, but check out the blood marks here, and obviously no blood marks here, just a very serious face. And again, even with the secondary bust, they did not spare any, you know, what's the expression? I'm just gonna say they went all out with the detail. And I mean, here, look at this. This is the back, right? You don't have to really look at the back of the character, but I mean, scuff marks here, shading here on the back. Even the hair itself has this like yellowish tint. Now, fortunately, I do have another Vegeta here. His hair here, I can't tell if you guys can see from the camera, but the yellow hair here is a bit darker. Not as dark as the Vegeta here. This one's definitely almost like a golden color hair, but here it's got a bit of a lighter tinge with the hair tips with the white paint on the hair tips. But here, this one's probably more white. So just in case you happen to own them, or you're trying to make a decision between which Vegeta statue you want to go with, just, you know, a heads up that there is a bit of a difference in hair color. But other than that, I mean, that's not really a big deal. Really, you're getting a killer deal with the details and expression. And look, they go super well together. Look at that. You know, obviously this was sold as a set, and you can buy them separately, but I think it looks a lot better together. All right, now here's a look at the stand that it comes with, or at least the numbering. This is 361. I actually don't know how many there are made. It's probably underneath here. I'm too lazy to figure that out, but I'm just glad I got one. So it does come with the charger cable, just like the Buu does. No adapter, but I only just noticed now, which is really cool, is it's a USB. So you can pretty much use any USB adapter. For the lights, luckily I have a few, so we're gonna go ahead and plug those in and see what this looks like all lit up. All right, we are all plugged in. Excuse the really shoddy sort of placement of this adapter, but I just wanted to do this quickly, and I think when I set this up, I'll go ahead and put it in a better spot. But let's go ahead and hit the switch and see what we got. Oh, majestic, look at that. Oh man, lighting from the back, super visible. Here in the front as well. And then you've just got his huge aura. I'm a huge fan of aura, especially that's lit up. I mean, Gogeta has that level of aura as well. This has, that lights up, that lights up. They all light up. I like the light ups. But let's go ahead and zoom in a bit more. Man, oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and hit the switch and see what that looks like. Woo! Wow, you could light up the room just with this. Now, obviously, you get more lights here with Vegeta. It looks like your light sources are all around. And it's a very simple switch. It is like a push-button switch from the back of the base of the statue. Super, super duper cool. Wow, look at that. From the front, too. It would have been nice if this lit up, but you know what? Not a big deal. Again, just the fact that we get statues like this is super amazing. So I'm not complaining about anything when it comes to the setup. I just like the fact that we have lights. Really cool. Yeah! Alright, now originally I was gonna skip this pair of statues simply because I had already started with the Vegeta and the Goku here, and I made a promise to myself that, well, I guess I broke that promise, but I made a promise to myself that I was gonna get one character per statue, and you know, with the price point for this, I just wasn't convinced that, you know, I really had to have it, and I thought just having one iconic character per statue was gonna be enough. Now, the thing is, Great Cai Toys, which is where I buy from here in the Philippines, is the retailer. They bring all the statues over here. Really great place. They came out with a clearance sale. So it was, I think as a set, this is runs you around 80,000 US pesos. I mean, sorry, 80,000 pesos, Philippine pesos for the whole set. And I think I've also seen people selling them separately like this, going just for like 50,000. Majin Buu, I'm not quite sure, maybe a little under that, but it would have been more expensive if you got them separately. So as a set, they were selling it for like 80,000. And then they came out with a clearance sale, and I saw it, it was half off, 40,000 pesos, Philippine pesos is what I got it for, the whole set, which is pretty crazy. In US numbers, the regular price was 80,000, so that's, I think, 1,440 US dollars. And in Philippine pesos, at the half off, that's around 720 US dollars for both. So you're right around 300 something for one statue, which is pretty great, I'd say. I mean, I don't know. This is an old piece, so I wasn't really planning to get these pieces, but for the price that they were at, I said, you know what? Why not? I've already got like a bunch of KD collectible statues. I really like their craftsmanship. I really like the attention to detail. I do understand that this is from a different manufacturer, or at least a different factory, and a lot of their newer pieces that are coming out are with like a higher quality factory, I think, for Vegeta and Majin Buu over here. But no complaints here. I mean, it looks fine to me, no breakages, and they're also very easy to set up. I did see a couple pictures from a couple collectors in some groups that they showed me that some of their pegs, like some of their the peg that sits here for Majin Buu over time kind of cracked. I don't know, I haven't, and that was the only posting I saw. So we'll have to see how long this lasts long term. Hopefully no issues, but as it stands right now, it's way cool. And once again, a big shout out to Great Cai Toys. Thank you guys so much for just helping me with the process and for the super duper deals. Again, if you're in the Philippines and you do want to start collecting statues and you're looking for a retailer, Great Cai Toys, for the most part, they have some of the better deals that I've seen, people selling them. You know, from other resellers, when you compare the prices, Great Cai Toys always seems to have the competitive price. And I believe they're also the exclusive distributor for some companies. So you probably want to check them out. Even if you're not into Dragon Ball, but you guys are into other lines, DC, Marvel, definitely check them out. But I mean, outside of just the deals, they have great customer service, super fast communication, super prompt, and they know their stuff. So Great Cai Toys, another shout out to you guys. Thanks so much for hooking me up. And also, thank you for basically tempting me to get all of these statues. I mean, look at this. I wasn't planning. You guys have seen in some of my other videos what this office kind of looks like. There used to be a chair over here where people can sort of sit, and I wasn't supposed to get rid of that chair, and I did, because now that's where the statues go. So thank you, Great Cai Toys, for both helping me out with deals, and I guess starting me on this never-ending journey, I don't know, of collecting statues. Super fun. Shout out to you guys. Alright, now normally that would be the end of the video. We jump into some close-ups of the statue, but for today, we've got something else in store. Now, if you saw the thumbnail, you saw the title, it is double unboxing, technically a triple unboxing, because we are unboxing, this is crazy, a bootleg KD Collectibles Vegeta statue. So, let's open this up and see what it looks like and how it compares to the original. Spoiler alert, it's probably not gonna look as good. Most definitely not gonna look as good, but let's do it anyway. All right, so here is the close-up of the box. It looks like it says Vegeta A, and look at that, they even put KD. Oh my goodness, these bootleggers. All right, it says Vegeta 2.0. Now, I did see when I got this that there was another version that basically has this pose. So no, it doesn't come with two different head tops, or sorry, torso changeable busts. But here, it's basically one pose. So I opted for the one pose here. Yeah, and this is the back. What else we got here? Side. I mean, I guess it's not bad. I wonder if that's actually the photo of the figure itself, but I guess we'll have to see once we open it up. It looks too good. That one maybe. That definitely looks like it's probably bootleg, but this one looks like it's a picture from the real one. I'm not sure. Maybe not. I mean, look at the hair. We'll see. On the bottom, super plain. So let's go ahead and unbox this. Very easy. I can do this with one hand. And of course it's a bootleg, so I don't really care how this gets out of here. So we'll do this super raw. Just kind of take this out of here. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess we can take a look at the back. Yeah. Let's go ahead and open it this way. All right, this is what it comes in. It's basically just a basic clamshell. Let me go ahead and undo this clamshell and see what we really have here. Okay, and here it is. We've got the bootleg right next to the original. Let's see if we can spot any differences. So, well, definitely look at this. You've got gunk on here. I don't think that's a paint defect. I wonder if I can probably just take a wet cloth and get that off, but I guess, again, we're dealing with bootlegs, right? Now, in fairness, they did try to do some shading over here. Didn't quite get the detail that you get here, and obviously this thing is super light. But one of the major things I do notice is just how much, this is actually slightly bigger. Look at the original, and you look at the bootleg over here. Original is a lot bigger. I don't want to say a lot. Let's go ahead and measure that. I went ahead and prepared measuring tape, and this one sits at around 16, say 16 and a half, or maybe not quite, but there you go. That's about its height from top to bottom. And if we do that with the original, yeah, this one's pushing more around 19, just under 19. So definitely in terms of height, it's a big difference. I mean, even just look at let's look at the glove and the hands here. So this is, that's what, 3.5 inches? Here we're looking at close to 4. Okay, so definitely slightly bigger. But what else can we see? Oh, look at this. This is one piece, but they went ahead and copied the seam line as well, when technically they could have just go ahead and made this one single piece. That's pretty funny. It looks like the rays on the back already come pre-attached. I wonder if we can take them off. I'm not gonna, no, it looks like they're kind of glued on there. So if you didn't want the rays, well, you're stuck with them. What is this? Oh, okay, just ripping the seam line. Yeah, so it does look like the rays are already kind of on there, and they do feel a bit more flimsy. You know, this is definitely not the same quality as this. I mean, just take a look. What are we looking at here? Blurry, kind of small, you know, but that's what it is if you're getting the bootleg. Now, the other thing here is, we look at the bottom of the stand here. Obviously, he doesn't come with a really cool base. This is, I mean, just the base itself sets the original apart. But I guess if you wanted the bootleg, you're gonna get clouds. You get clouds. Now, it's funny because it doesn't actually sit flush, and I think the bootleggers included like this little foot stamp here. It's like a little part that actually slides out. See, this one says right, and basically it sits there so that just in case the balance is off, it'll hopefully help it from falling apart. It has it here as well. What do we got there? Left. See, so if you took this off, like I took it off earlier, I tried to set it without it. It was wobbly in place, but again, it's a bootleg, so who cares if it falls over, right? But this is basically here to help it stand in its place. So yeah, I guess if you're really short on cash and you wanna get a bootleg version of the KD Collectibles statue, this is what you're gonna get. Again, there was another one that has that same pose over there, but I didn't opt for that. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and check out the face a little bit more. So there are the eyes. Okay, and here is the paint job on the eyes. So even that, I think you can probably tell the difference. And even here, look at this, like just defects in the paint. It's just not as smooth. Look, you can see where the application, is that a crack? I don't know, but none of that here on the original. What else? The gloves. So a couple little things here. So for example, yeah, they included the scuffs, but they decided not to paint the scuffs. Not like the original here. You get that black sort of paint. See, this is the thing that maybe when we buy statues, we don't always notice right away, but how much just work goes into little things like this, where normally people would probably just skip it, you know what I mean? So keep that in mind, I guess, as you guys start to collect, that the details that go into these statues really, really matters in the long run. So what else we got here? Okay, his balls. More shading here than there are here. Let's turn him around. Now, this is what I'm gonna say is the easy thing, is I get to turn him around. I can't do that as well here, but again, look, he came apart, see? But yeah, not much to see here. This is again what I was showing you guys earlier. These are glued in. Oh man, even there's more defects here. Okay, you know in that one clip I showed you where, you know, the back of the statue, the one right here, right? Still a lot of detail. You know, they know it's not the one that's being displayed, but they went ahead and, you know, put some effort into painting it. Obviously here, they skipped that process, and you can see all the defects that run with the back of this. I don't want to say statue. Feels like just like a figure. It's definitely light, probably made out of PVC. Gaps in the hair here. It's also not as sharp. I mean, look at the hair. Just if you compare, let me set this back to the front, and then we'll compare again. All right, let's look at the hair. So here, oh my gosh, look at his ray just runs into his face here. Obviously you get more clearance here, another comparison, but yeah, that's just what you get, and you can't even remove this. But okay, so let's look at the hair. So fairly flat, no distinction in the hairlines here. Obviously you get it here, okay? But that is another thing to sort of think about. You even got just chips, I don't want to say chips, but just like paint quality, definitely not okay on the neck there. Whereas here, super okay, right? Yeah, but I guess that's an overview of having a bootleg statue, if you guys were ever curious to see what that looks like. All right, so now you probably are wondering, like, dude, why even buy a bootleg statue? Why support all of these pirate companies, right? Now, first of all, I will say, like, if your collection and your wallet just basically allows you to get the bootlegs and that's what makes you happy, by all means, do what you want to do and go for it. You know, I'm not going to judge you if you want to get a bootleg. I, in fact, actually collect a lot of bootleg of the vintage stuff. Again, here's like a look at my vintage Dragon Ball over here. Let's see if I can open this carefully. But let's take a look, right? Like, that's a bootleg. This is a super giant oob. The original version is somewhere over here. And they didn't make them quite that big, but you know, you get the idea. I kind of like and appreciate some bootlegs. Like even this, look at this right here. Super Saiyan Trunks bootleg. They didn't make Super Saiyan Trunks in that colorway. Some of them are actually really cool. Let's see if I can pull this out. Look at this. That looks original, bootleg. Crazy, right? So, you know, my collection really varies. Look at these Gohans, super bad quality. The original is somewhere, I think that's the original over there. That's the original, and I got a bunch of bootlegs too. So, I like bootlegs in general, especially for the vintage stuff. I think for the new stuff like this, I don't plan to collect bootlegs. I have no plans to do that. I just want to stick to the original stuff. But again, let me remind you guys that I had no plans to get this set. So when I saw this one come up, I said, you know what? All right, well, it's an excuse. I already buy the originals anyway, so I'm still supporting the company. But you know, if this is super cheap, why not? Just have it in the collection. And then, you know, I may never ever actually get the actual set. And then weeks later, as soon as I bought this bootleg, you know, Great Cai Toys came out with the clearance sale that they did. So I went with the original. So I'm glad that they did, but now I have a bootleg in the collection. I mean, technically, the sculpt is not too bad. If you wanted to add like the little hairlines and fix the paint job, you actually could. So if you wanted to create yourself like a custom, you know, statue, you know, obviously it's not gonna look at like the same size, but you know, if you wanted to do that, you want to do a repaint, but you didn't want to have to spend the money for something like this on the original, you can do that with your bootleg and not be afraid to, you know, waste your money. Because tell you what, this cost me, if we're talking about price, cost me 1,800 Philippine pesos. Seems like a lot when you talk about the big number, but 1,800 Philippine pesos is actually only about $30 US. So imagine $30 US for this compared to that. Now, what are you paying for though? In the original, dude, you get everything. You get the quality of paint, you get the master sculpting, and then the LEDs and the base. You get none of that here. So obviously, you know what you're buying when you guys are gonna get bootleg or original. I will always try and support the original releases, because obviously the more we can buy the original releases, it allows the companies behind them to go ahead and grow the business, come out with more statues, and allow us to just enjoy more things to add to our collection, and eventually also deplete our wallets. But other than that, right, original is definitely the way to go. Again, if you're a customizer, go with something like this, but at least now you guys know that this does exist. And you know, I'd actually look at it this way. If your stuff is so good, bootleggers are trying to copy you, you must be doing something right. So shout out KD Collectibles. Your stuff is so good, bootleggers are trying to do that. But I have a feeling this is as far as the bootleggers are gonna go. I don't think they're gonna even try and touch some of the new stuff KD's coming out with. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that little unboxing experience. All right, so just to wrap this up, once again, thank you guys for tuning in. I really like these releases from KDC. Obviously, this is an older release, so maybe there are a couple of videos out there that you know, already highlight the figures and you guys already know what they look like and what the experience is like. But thank you guys for tuning in, even though I'm late to the party. Again, I'm still new to statue collecting, so it was cool to, you know, get these figures even if they're old. I don't think they're that old actually, but to have them in the collection and to appreciate them and the whole, you know, first time unboxing experience for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed the process, and I think with that said, we will jump into some close-ups of these two statues, as we always do. Hope you guys enjoyed the unboxing experience as much as I did. See you in the next one. Peace!
Yeah, walk in the building like I got $1 million on me in cash. Okay, tired of counting, I hired accountants, they doing the math. Okay, took it to places they never could make it, I'm forming a path. Okay, not going back. Okay, not going back. Let's go, not from this planet. Pull up an alien rocket ship. They try to study the way I've been doing it, they gon' need paleontologists. Feel like I'm one of the greats. Money, I'm making a lot of it. I did 1 billion streams in the pen, and I swear that they barely acknowledge it. Okay, that means that I gotta go harder, I'm flipping a switch. Battery charging, I'm ready to flip. Feel like I'm Arthur, I'm balling my fist. Give me the call, never calling it quits. Bigger money, bigger problems, what they said to me. I don't ever worry, cause the stress don't get to me. Live and direct from the mind to my destiny. Diamonds of pressure, I thrive in intensity. Lo and behold, sticking around when they told me to go. Calling me up, nobody home. Spinning these numbers like rotary phones. Hey, lo and behold, house made of glass, they throwing these stones. Markham, Ontario, locally grown. Went off the map, I'm globally known. Walk in the building like I got $1 million on me in cash. Hey, tired of counting, I hired accountants, they doing the math. Okay, took it to places they never could make it, I'm forming a path. Okay, not going back. Okay, not going back.
It's a 1 in a million chance that you run up and not end up pissing in blacks. I made a cornerstone out of a corner, boy, Poppy store still got my pick in the glass. Say, why they keep messing with G? I miss it to be. Got burners and burnouts with 2nd degree. I just totaled my Tesla, ain't stressing receipts. I got back in that thing in like less less than a week, I just parked in the building. Matter of fact, I just stomped in the building and shot to the ceiling. Got art in apartments I bought for $1 million. Put cross on the wall and I auction the building. Now watch them claim my strip is a cover up. Watch me spray my wrist, get another one. Watch which name got this, nigga, brother. Watch it game my rich with the bubble up. Stop it, she poppin'. I seen them girls too often. My money come from content. Chris on market with some parking. Because I was just doing the walk-ins. Now I got a neighbor with a garden. Just on my car, I got a login. Chick on wood, trees, don't put login. And
Walk in the building like I got $1 million on me in cash. Okay, tired of counting, I hired accountants, they doing the math. Okay, took it to places they never could make it, I'm forming a path. Okay, not going back. Okay, not going back. Let's go.
100.
Yeah, I get what I want, don't need no genie.
This right here a toolkit, ain't no beanie.
Every time they see me, now they froze.
No, there ain't a thing that you can't teach me.
Rest in peace to Feeny. Got my own Topanga at the show. I ain't at the top, but I feel close to it. Got the speakers knocking, now these doors they keep on opening. Got too many yes men in your circle, how you supposed to win? If I play this for my girl and she don't like it, I ain't posting it. Whoa, rap game, Mr. Beast, popping up on those screens. Laptop in a dream, top notch with the keys. Wait, blast off at a reach, hopscotching on beats. Cause I just keep stepping on squares, these numbers increase. Whoa, yeah, baby no money in corner, that's baby no price.
Okay,
Right?
yeah, that sounded nice.
Baby no price, roll up the tongue, got me saying it twice. Me falling off, keep wishing, tried to grant me 3 wishes. But look, I get what I want, don't need no genie.
This right here a toolkit, ain't no beanie.
Every time they see me, now they froze.
No, there ain't a thing that you can't teach me.
Rest in peace to Feeny. Got my own Topanga at the show.
I just looked up what Topanga means. Got one goal this year, I need more enemies. Baby, no real rap shit, don't speak with energy. Baby, no Bellamy. Just woke up, I sip amphetamines. Ain't so sure you know what better means. Just made a minute, but a song about green beans. Baby, don't press, don't blue, what smithereens. Freaking MRTN's 0.5 photo, keep it promiscuous. 2 10s kissing by themselves, 20 simultaneous. They said baby smooth, ain't talking subcutaneous. Finally got my paper straight, it's filed miscellaneous. Baby, no money, my brother in Christ. Connor, he killing it, checking the price. 4, 5, 6 when I roll on some dice. By the way, ladies, I ain't circumcised. I need a new girl to treat me real nice. Running around rappers, I love exercise.
I get what I want, don't need no genie.
Rub it up.
This right here a toolkit, ain't no beanie.
Every time they see me, now they froze.
No, there ain't a thing that you can't teach me.
Rest in peace to Feeny. Got my own Topanga at the show. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Baby, no money, kinda price. Baby, no money, kinda price. I hope this boy drinks, I want some ice. I see you real soon, good night.
I get what I want, don't need no genie.
This right here a toolkit, ain't no beanie.
Every time they see me, now they froze.
No, there ain't a thing that you can't teach me.
Rest in peace to Feeny. Got my own Topanga at the show. I ain't at the top, but I feel close to it. Got the speakers knocking, now these doors they keep on opening. Got too many yes men in your circle, how you supposed to win? If I play this for my girl and she don't like it, I ain't posting it. Whoa, rap game, Mr. Beast, popping up on those screens. Laptop in a dream, top notch with the keys. Wait, blast off at a reach, hopscotching on beats. Cause I just keep stepping on squares, these numbers increase. Whoa, yeah, baby no money in corner, that's baby no price.
Okay,
Right?
yeah, that sounded nice.
Baby no price, roll up the tongue, got me saying it twice. Me falling off, keep wishing, tried to grant me 3 wishes. But look, I get what I want, don't need no genie.
This right here a toolkit, ain't no beanie.
Every time they see me, now they froze.
No, there ain't a thing that you can't teach me.
Rest in peace to Feeny. Got my own Topanga at the show.
I just looked up what Topanga means.